great things you do in terms of giving back. We'll have to talk about that next time. But you're a blessing to the community, and we appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you. If you're looking to buy or sell, make sure you touch base with the Heather Herndon team.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
Happy Pi Day.
Pi Day, 3/14.
3/14, 3.14 something. It just goes forever.
It does, yeah. My engineering friends usually post something on Facebook about it.
It's a cold Pi Day, and right now we have 19 degrees, wind chill 10, and it's going to be a cold day, but we'll have some sunshine, and it will be windy later on. And tonight, it will be a cold night, a low of 15.
I am so sick of it. Are you?
Yeah, I think we've had
I think we're all sick of it.
Yeah.
But good news, 7 business days until spring break.
That's right.
7 business days. And I'm driving this year, spring break. And you know what I've always wanted to do?
No.
When I drive down to North Carolina, I've always wanted to peel off the back roads and try and find that Whitaker family, the family of the inbred folks.
Oh, I thought you were wanted to find the Murdaugh house.
I know where the Murdaughs live. I'm gonna do that, but I want to find the Whitaker family. Are you familiar with them?
No, who are the Whitaker family?
You don't know who the Whitaker family is?
No.
Oh, you could look that up. They're a family that's an inbred family that's lived off the land for the last 500 years.
Ah, the Whitakers. Well, the eastern seaboard is getting hammered today with a nor'easter, and that includes the vacation zone that you are headed to
Yes.
in a couple of weeks.
I have a question about a nor'easter. That's mostly rain.
No,
Oh,
no, it can be snow, which is going to be today, and parts of New England getting up to 2 feet of snow. And the big fear is all that snow is going to melt, and that's going to create flooding, and that's what did so much damage a few years ago. And the flooding, the winds, the coast being hammered by big waves, and over the weekend another house fell into the ocean in Rodanthe, and last year 3 houses fell into the ocean. This one just went
is this Delaware?
on Sunday. No, it's North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just down the shore.
How far down from where we go?
About an hour.
Oh, okay. You know, it's interesting that like an hour south of there always gets more damaged.
It's out further on into the ocean. It jets out further into the ocean.
Scary stuff. And then, of course, the West Coast is nasty. You talk about the flooding there, uncontrollable. When Sacramento goes from extreme drought to now they can't control all the water they have. It's amazing.
Gives us another reason to
Enjoy.
like living in.
That is, other than this March weather that we're dealing with.
The 3rd anniversary of COVID is today.
It is.
It was on this day in 2020 that Governor Whitmer announced that we had 12 positive COVID cases in the state of Michigan. It would be another 2 weeks before a Jackson case was announced, but it was likely we had people with COVID on this day.
I think you remember the same when we first knew, okay, something's a problem. I think we were over at Grand River. The radio station was doing a live remote. It was us, Greg O'Connor, Jamie McKibben, John Burtka, and just trying to make sense of what was going on. But in that moment, we're thinking about the restaurants losing St. Patrick's Day, the biggest night of the year, or biggest day of the year, and then of course, 3 years later, a lot more has happened. But yeah, it's just a weird time. I keep asking people if it feels like 1 year ago, 10 years ago. I don't know. Feels like we've been kind of going at this quite a while. But yeah, 3 years, amazing.
Yeah, it was this day that all the local organizations and businesses started shutting down. The library announced they were closing all their locations. The hospital cut off all visitors this day.
And
2020.
we announced that we would stay open.
Yeah, we
So sorry to all of our employees. You had to stay here and work, but we certainly appreciate it and are glad you did. Sad news out of the track and field sport. Dick Fosbury passed away.
Inventor of the Fosbury
The
flop.
Fosbury flop, of course. I did the Fosbury flop. So he invented that and won the 1968 gold medal in Mexico City, jumping 7'4" and a half.
It's amazing because before that, everyone went head first over
Right.
the high jump.
Yeah. So, and then by the time the next Olympics came around, after people saw him win, pretty much everyone switched to that. He was on to something. So a true legend in the sport.
Yeah, I know.
For sure.
We learned a lot about him following your high jump career. In sports news, yesterday afternoon, Michigan State University announced Susie Merchant would be stepping down as coach of the women's basketball team after 14 years. And she was in a car accident in January, and that was a result of a medical situation, and it's not been disclosed, but she had planned to come back for this season, but after much consideration and consultation with her healthcare providers, Susie said, I've come to the difficult decision that it's my best interest to step down. So,
She was a great coach for the
great coach.
Spartans.
Yeah.
Longtime coach, great coach.
Another great coach for the Spartans, Tom Izzo, 25 straight years in the NCAA tournament.
How about
Wow.
that? How about that? Yep. And do you remember how many of those years ago it was that Michigan State won the national title?
It's been a while.
23. But
Last Big Ten team.
I know they are the last Big Ten team to win a national championship.
Oh, wow.
It is embarrassing.
Well, hopefully a Big Ten team will win this year.
Well, I don't think so because
Where's our brackets?
we're working on those.
Oh, okay.
And we're upping the entry this year.
Well, we have to do it by today because the first games, the
Nah, we
Pre-games.
start Thursday.
pre-games start today.
We allow that. We allow that. Yeah, it is a push. We don't award points for that. And I think everyone that works here now is fairly knowledgeable, so we shouldn't have any of those.
The least knowledgeable person usually wins the
Yeah.
pool.
Yeah, they do, but we'll see what happens.
If
I'm looking
you're
forward to
if
it.
you're planning to travel on I-94 in Ann Arbor in the next week, be prepared for traffic backups. Yesterday, a truck with its boom
Yeah.
extended hit the Liberty Street Bridge, and with that, they had to close the I-94. So eastbound I-94 in the area rerouted to M14 to southbound 23, back to 94. So
The guys
that
and I
was-
were talking about this yesterday, and do you think that guy just quit his job? Because we all would have immediately quit. Done.
Yeah.
Uber gone.
just walk away from the truck.
Gone. Done. If that was me, goodbye. Done. I've almost, driven out of the gas station with the pump still in my car, but nothing like this. This says drugs and alcohol to me.
I don't know how, I've driven a truck, not like that, but a big
course not
box
like
truck.
that.
And when you're driving a big box truck, you're sitting up high and you think you're going to hit the bridge every time. So I don't know how these truck drivers do it. I think they do it on purpose.
I think this guy did it on purpose for sure.
I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm not driving this truck.
It
One
seems
more
like that's
mile.
happened in Michigan quite a bit. There's the video from years ago where the guy has the boom truck up and he hits that exit sign. I think it's on 75 North. So interesting. Was it dark out or anything?
8:48 a.m. Monday.
I
You
heard-
know, it could be a victim of the daylight savings time. Another reason not to have daylight savings time. And I think we once and for all ought to just end it. And I think we can just by popular. I think the people can just say we're not gonna switch anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the FDIC people are involved in that. Do you?
The FDIC people are quite busy.
So did you? Obviously, a couple banks have. What are they closed? They're done, right? Failed, right?
Yeah.
But the FDIC is telling all depositors that they will get all of their money back, which is surprising, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
But probably the only thing that's going to bail the system out. I don't know. I'm not smart enough.
Well, it's to prevent other runs on banks.
Yes. Yeah.
Banks don't have your money. It
Well,
turns
yeah.
out.
Well, yeah. Obviously, I mean, you can't just go. Say you have $18,000 in the bank, Brandon. You want to just walk up and get the 18. You can't just. You can't.
No, you can't.
It might be there, but you would have to call and make arrangements to get it.
Yes.
But yeah, no. I think people do think that if you have that all your money is down there in the vault hanging around, and it's not.
It's not sitting there.
No, it's being spent.
And that's the way the system works.
yes.
It's not in the bank.
I heard
But-
there was a crazy crowd last night at the Jonesville-Langsburg game.
Oh, what happened?
You don't know what happened?
No.
Langsburg won.
Oh, yeah, but what happened?
It was just crazy.
Oh.
It was loud and crazy.
Were you there?
I was not. Noah told me. But do you remember we played Jonesville and their crowd was crazy
Oh,
too?
it's a crazy crowd.
Did you hear the guy sneeze during Ava's free throw?
No.
You didn't? It's a good thing you can't hear. Oh yeah, people
Yeah.
went berserk.
Huh.
Yeah. So well, they got theirs last night. Langsburg took care of Jonesville. Pretty good game, 61-54, and then Michigan Center come from behind. Adrian Putnam scored 17 points. Hunter Clemens added 16, and Jaden Watson had 11 for the Cardinals. Cardinals 18-7. They will play Langsburg 24-0. Langsburg 7 p.m. Wednesday at Hanover Horton High School, and it should be a good crowd. I would recommend getting there very, very early and getting a nice seat. But it should be a fun regional matchup between Langsburg and Michigan Center. So looking forward to that. I think a lot of people picked Langsburg. Not too many people picked Michigan Center to win last night. So that should be good.
Yeah, and I think they have similar records.
No,
Langsburg, no?
no, Langsburg has not lost, and Michigan Center has lost 7 times.
Oh.
So that would be
Oh, I'm thinking of last night's
yes, Jonesville and
game. Yes.
or excuse me, Leslie and Michigan Center. Hey, it is time for Love Living in Jackson, and each week Heather Herndon reminds us why it is wonderful to live here. Thanks to Heather Herndon and the entire Howard Hanna Real Estate Services team. Today we're talking about the City of Jackson Active Aging Program, and there's year-round opportunities for adults 50 and older. A range of opportunities that support individual well-being. For more information, visit cityofjackson.com/activeaging, and they have some wonderful programs to sign up for. Thanks to Heather Herndon and the entire Herndon team at Howard Hanna Real Estate Services.
Friday, of course, is St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
And it's a Friday in Lent. And the Catholic Register newspaper has surveyed all 170 dioceses in the United States and found that more than 70% of them have given a dispensation for Catholics to eat meat on St. Patrick's Day. But we don't have word, the Lansing Diocese has not issued any statement on that.
My grandmother tells me when I can have a dispensation or not. So, what'd you give up for Lent? You should know quicker than that.
Well, I'm keeping it a secret.
That it sounds something
Well, it's
like.
it's if people knew, it'd be like,
Okay, fine. Sounds like something a kindergartner might say. But yeah, St. Patrick's Day opens up the social district here in downtown Jackson. It should be fun. I'm going to be out and about, walking around and seeing how the social district is working.
Yeah, it starts in the I think in the afternoon. Yeah, 12 noon on actually St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, see, I fumbled through this yesterday because I want to say it starts at like 7 a.m. because of St. Patrick's Day. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But Friday starts Friday noon, I guess noon, but I feel like it's going to start before noon. Don't you?
It's probably already started.
Well, it could.
Well, it's going to be 50 degrees on St. Patrick's Day, so there'll be a lot of opportunity to be out, walk around.
Good. Good. It'll also be a nice night then for the Shamrock Shuffle, which is the YMCA 5K that's being held on St. Patrick's Day. That only costs $25 to get into. Start your spring off with a wonderful 5K exercise. There's nothing better than a good 5K heading into the weekend. You feel like you've accomplished something.
When's the last 5K you've done?
Excuse me? Like officially?
Yeah.
I run 5Ks all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I just don't pay for them. Yeah, when's the last 5K you've run?
Let's see. It was 2 years ago.
I ran in the 1999 Wild Bill Lundberg 5K. So, no, I'm not a distance runner. I'm a sprinter, so you don't see me in a lot of those races.
We have a new menu item at McDonald's, and this is one you probably don't know about. And many people don't know about it because it's only available at McDonald's of Canada. McDonald's Canada introducing the chicken Big Mac.
That looks great.
It's instead of the 2 all-beef patties, it has 2 chicken patties.
Chicken patties.
That's the only difference.
I'd eat that.
Why can't they do that here?
Why can't, you know what?
The chicken.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know. They are the chicken sandwiches, and just yesterday, Guy Fieri announced he is opening one of his fast casual chicken restaurants in Livonia.
Oh,
and it's
perfect.
called, you know what his restaurant's called? The Chicken Guy. Guy Fieri, chicken, Guy Fieri, chicken guy. So
Close personal friend of Adrian Chark.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if I like Guy Fieri. I know you don't.
No, I like him because
He is a really good cook, I think.
he is, but he was, during the pandemic, he pretty much dedicated himself to helping restaurants
Well, I like that.
all over the country. He raised money for restaurant workers, millions. So I like the guy.
Okay,
for
well, I
his-
like him now too.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Who's on the show today?
We've got a wonderful show lined up. We have Dr. Penn from Penn Chiropractic Center, and we're going to get things started first with Aaron Dimmick from People of the Parks and Trails in Jackson.
There are few more beautiful historic places in Jackson than the Michigan Theater, but the Michigan Theater isn't just a part of history, it's a vital part of this community today. We host hundreds of events each year, including classic movies, local, national, and international live music. The combination of our majestic building with our modern entertainment technology makes the Michigan Theater a special place. Please consider becoming a member for only $25. Your membership will help preserve this incredible entertainment venue for generations to come.
Collins Brothers Floor Covering has been serving the Jackson community for over 80 years. We specialize in residential and commercial projects and offer a full range of flooring materials from carpet to luxury vinyl. With endless colors, styles, and patterns to choose from, we can complement the look of any room. Quality products at the best value and customer satisfaction are guaranteed when you choose Collins Brothers Floor Covering. Contact Collins Brothers Floor Covering and see how we can personalize your project today.
Do you do landscaping?
Yes, we do. Our landscaping is creative and innovative. We'll make sure your yard is beautiful.
Do you do irrigation systems?
Yes, our irrigation systems are top of the line and will be designed to fit your watering needs.
What about lawn care?
We do that too. Our lawn care services will continue to keep your yard healthy and help it grow. Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping, serving South Central Michigan since 1986.
I'm Nate Vermeulen, and welcome to Vermeulen Furniture.
We are Jackson's premier home furnishing store. Living and dining room sets, home office decor, beautiful bedrooms, we have it all. Take advantage of our in-home design service, and we provide free mattress delivery and setup. We have a wide variety of power recliners for those lazy days, and be sure to check out our clearance center for the best deals in Jackson. Stop into Vermeulen's today and make your house a home.
Hi, I'm Tim Horsch, founder and owner of the Loyal Handyman General Contracting. For over 25 years, our respected firm has specialized in high-end design, renovation, and new builds. From conception to completion, we handle the entire project, giving our clients the peace of mind that the renovation will be completed efficiently and beautifully. Our award-winning designs are magnificent showpieces. One-of-a-kind craftsmanship from a one-of-a-kind firm. Let us create your dreams.
We all want to protect those we care about. The best way to show them that you care is by getting the COVID-19 vaccine and booster. Safe and effective for everyone 6 months and older, vaccinated individuals are less likely to experience severe COVID-19 symptoms or hospitalization. Protect your loved ones, protect your children, protect yourself. Get vaccinated and boosted. Those you care about are counting on you. Call the Center for Family Health Walk-in Clinic at 748-5500 for your COVID-19 vaccine or booster.
Welcome back to the morning show. Today's show is brought to you by the Tecumseh Center for the Arts. Experience the excitement of a live performance. Broadway Lake shows to comedy, music, magic, and more. Visit the tca.org. The Jackson Blazers 60th anniversary party is coming, and it's Saturday, March 18th. This Saturday, $50 general admission. Seniors and students, $35. And join us as we commemorate the Wade family and Jackson Blazers' contributions to the community for over 60 years. Congratulations to the Wade family. Unbelievable publication they put together, and it'll be a great opportunity to honor all those at Jackson College this weekend.
That QR code might not work, and we are suggesting you go to Eventbrite and search for the Jackson Blazer News. Someone asked me last night, they said, should we wear a suit?
Yes.
And I said, yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, suit.
It's a suit event.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, dress up for this one. It should be nice.
Our first guest on the show today is the founder of the People for the Parks and Trails, Aaron Dimmick. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome back. Must be park season.
We're just about getting there.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe right now, but perhaps in a month's time we'll be out in our parks cleaning things up and making them look nice.
I wonder if I was in Sharp Park right after the ice storm, and it was a lot of damage, trees down. There's still a lot of that storm damage to pick up?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's still going to be a matter of weeks before everything is cleaned up in parks. I think our public works at the city have gotten a handle on things that are along streets or in the right-of-way and sidewalks. I think we finally have a handle on that. So next is the parks for sure.
This Sunday, you've got a spring kickoff event. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we want to get our volunteers excited and maybe bring on more people who have been wanting to get involved with our group. So this is a great opportunity. So it's happening on this upcoming Sunday, March 19th at the Booze Recreation Center, which is in Loomis Park, and it's starting at 6 p.m. So this is really just a time to get together with our volunteers. We are a group that's mostly mobilized from April through November, so we really take the winter off. So just really getting everyone back together and getting excited for spring. So it's a good time for our veteran volunteers to get together, but also some of our new people if they want to come out. So just getting the gang back together essentially, and just also doing the business of having our annual meeting. So doing that kind of housekeeping type stuff. But the exciting part is that we're going to be talking about what kind of fundraisers we're going to be doing over the next year, and then launching our spring projects as well. So it's going to be an exciting time.
What are some of those spring projects?
I have to get with Andrew on that.
Are there some? I mean, you guys have done so much, made such an impact. Are there some areas that maybe you identified from the last few years that you know you'd like to take a look at?
Yeah, I think just the normal activity of keeping our parks and trails clean. So just regular things like trash pickup. When the flowers bloom, the trash also blooms in the spring because of all the snow melts. So definitely picking up trash. We're looking at another collaboration with Grow Jackson to do another day at their garden and help them get ready for spring. So really how it works is Andrew Sargent, the Assistant Director of Parks and Recreation, we meet with him and we ask him where the needs are, and then we put the people into the parks.
It looks like Matt Hines is in a lot of the pictures.
Yes.
Former police chief. He's been a longtime volunteer for PPT.
Definitely. I, of course, am the face and the mustache of People for the Parks, but there are so many people who work behind the scenes who do a lot of work, who actually, show up to the volunteer events and come to the meetings, and Matt is one of them. So I do not do everything. Obviously, I am the face and the mustache, as I said, but we have so many amazing people who come out. Last year, we did 10 projects from April through November, and we had about a total of 60 individual people come out during that time. So it's really great. We have our core group of volunteers, where I'd say maybe about 20 of them who come out on a regular basis, but there's also a lot of people who come out when they can. So it's really great.
Do you have people that will come out based on maybe if the project you're working on is in their neighborhood?
Yeah, definitely. Want to do a better job of contacting people who live near the parks to get them more involved. But there is definitely that. And we also want to do collaborations with different groups as well. Last year we worked with Meijer employees and people from the Jackson Pride Center and Grow Jackson. So we want to continue those collaborations as well.
Do you need to be a resident of the city of Jackson to be a volunteer?
Not at all. If you want to come and work in parks, we welcome anyone. In fact, if maybe there's a mobility issue or perhaps walking around a park picking up sticks is not for you, I totally understand that. I think anyone, if they want to contribute, whether that's donating or volunteering their time, we would love to have you in any capacity. There's always a lot of things that you can do to help out our parks.
Which park is the best kept secret in town?
We have a lot of hidden parks. There's Wade Park, that's on the east side. A lot of people probably don't know that exists. I would encourage people to go on the city website, and there's an interactive map that functions just like a Google map, where you can go and see where all the parks are. And it's kind of a fun adventure to go and see all of them because there are 28, and that's quite the number.
How's Betsy Butterfield doing? Looking good?
Yeah, we had quite a bit of trees come down there around that area, and I can see the leapfrog statue from my bedroom window, and we had a lot of trees come down around our neighborhood. So now I have an even better view of it.
Are you the one that fell off the top of the...
Joey.
Yeah,
and Aaron hadn't moved in when that slide was still there.
Yeah, they used to have this giant metal slide at Betsy Butterfield
the
Park.
wax paper slides?
Yeah, and he was at the very top of it and decided he was going to find a faster way to the ground and not use the slide part.
He was just so excited to get up to the top that when he got up to the top, he went, woo, cracked his head open.
Thankfully, park safety has come a long way.
Yes, it sure has.
That slide is gone.
Yeah, it did stick around for a few more years after that incident, but that's okay.
Yeah. Now the bling that you get for being a volunteer, you get a shirt, right?
Yeah, as a gift, we would like to give people shirts, but that's going to be while supplies last. So we, when we're out doing park projects, wanted a way that we look more visible and can kind of help instill some pride in our group. So at our upcoming event, which is this Sunday, 6 p.m. at the Booth Center, we're going to have some free t-shirts as well. So available while supplies last, because I will be getting one, of course.
What's the most common, you say we see a lot of trash this time of year. What's the most common piece of trash that maybe we think people are throwing out their window?
There are plastic bags. I think they probably get a lot of the attention, but there are a lot of fast food containers that I see, and like pop bottles or water bottles. That's a really big one. But a lot of it is more than just basic litter. A lot of it is trash that blows in from people's homes.
Sure.
Like, you're in a park and you're cleaning up and you see a box from like a microwave dinner. And you think, This is probably isn't something that someone threw out their window. It's something
Right.
that blew away from the trash. So, maybe that's something you can do as well at your own home, is just making sure that the trash is going in the bags and going in the trash cans and is going where it needs to go, because it will eventually get into our environment. I have a deep hatred for litter. I don't mind using the word hatred. I know it's a strong word, but litter is awful, and I like to eradicate it when I can. So if you see me around Jackson, I'm usually chasing down a blowing plastic bag downtown. I like to do that. It gives me great satisfaction to clean up our community and help make sure it looks its best.
Our linear trail, the MLK Equality Trail, the Parks and Rec are seeking grant funding from the state so that they can make some improvements to that. And I know we've already done the lighting, but I think there's more of that. There's a few things still to come.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of exciting things happening on the MLK Equality Trail over the next 5 years, I would say. The city has a plan to totally redo the entire trail. So there's going to be a new trail surface. It's going to be wider. It's going to be made out of concrete, so it's a more consistent surface. So the bumps are going to be gone in a matter of years. So the trail is totally going to be redone from the MLK Center all the way to Weatherwax Drive, and that's where it turns into the Falling Waters Trail. So it's going to be a huge investment, and the city has the funding for it from the state. They just need the last leg to be funded, which the city is working on right now. So it's very exciting. And our group, People for the Parks, we're looking to see what we can provide to make the trail even better, to kind of help support that improvement.
Are you able to, when you're working out on the trail, finish your workout, or do you stop all the time and pick up trash?
Usually when I'm working out, I'm laser focused. It's more picking up trash when I can, when I'm just kind of walking around downtown or walking through my neighborhood.
Well, thanks for doing that.
Yeah,
You're welcome. Happy to help.
And thanks to you and Andrew Sargent for co-founding the People for the Parks and Trails. Just show up this Sunday, right?
That's right, 6 p.m. at the Booze Center.
Great. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming over.
Thank you.
Thanks, Aaron.
The co-founder, and president of the People for the Parks and Trails and City of Jackson PIO, Aaron Dimick. More of the morning show after this.
Now is Extreme's Ram Make the Switch event. Did you know you can custom order a new Ram for less than buying one, and you'll have it in 10 to 12 weeks? Also, have you seen the new Jeep lineup? Lease prices are great this month. Finally, the Extreme buying team would like to purchase your vehicle. Extreme pays top market value. It's easy, safe, and you get paid on the spot. Visit Extreme Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Jackson or online at extremedodge.com.
Oh yeah. If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
At Blair's Car Care, honesty and customer satisfaction have always been the most important thing for us. We have been serving loyal customers in Jackson County for almost 100 years. We do auto repair of all sorts, including tires, alignment, brakes, oil changes, and much more. For more information, please call 517-782-8116 or come stop by at 2424 Wildwood Avenue and experience for yourself what makes Blair's so special.
The Potter Center at Jackson College welcomes award-winning country supergroup Lone Star, Sunday, March 19th.
I'm so in love with
Be amazed by their chart-topping hits.
a little blue and blonde with shoes on wrong, 'cause she likes to dress herself. Riding on a Porsche pad, send a signal up and
Tickets are on sale now at the Potter Center box office or online at jccmi.edu/Potter Center. Lone Star, Sunday, March 19th.
Tecumseh Center for the Arts is celebrating 38 years of bringing high-caliber shows during our national touring season. You can also enjoy local talent and performing artists like Tecumseh Youth Theater, TCA Big Band, and Vocal Airs. Snacks and beverages are provided at each show with a great selection of spirits to make your night out more relaxing. TCA is the perfect venue for your wedding, event, or professional use. To find out about show dates or order tickets online, go to thetca.org, and remember, It's all here at Tecumseh Center for the Arts.
Today's show is brought to you by Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping. It's almost time for spring to get that lawn ready or your sprinkler system installed or turned on. Give Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping a call. Get you set up for a wonderful spring. Our show today is also brought to you by the Center for Family Health, and they want to remind you that the school health centers are back open. So if you need a physical, just feeling sick, learn more about your health, feeling stressed, all are welcome at the school health centers, Northwest, Jackson High, Northeast, and of course at Parkside. The Center for Family Health has been opening the door to healthcare for all for more than 30 years.
Joining us now from Penn Chiropractic Center, Dr. Randy Penn. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Hi, Bart. Andy, good to see you guys.
Speaking of 30 years, you guys you've been in business over 30 years now. It's amazing. How did that happen?
I know. It's just like it's so fast. And yet we feel like we're just beginning.
Right.
You know, it's like it's a continuum, right? Where we continue to try and add things to really help the community, and it amazes me, like from 30 years ago when we started, where we are today with all the advancements in technology. Yeah. So we really do feel like we kind of just started over again.
Now you're located just off the corner of Horton and Badgley, across from Kelly Express, Horton Road.
Crimson Oak.
Easy to find.
Yeah, Crimson Oak.
Yeah.
Great neighbors.
Yeah. And you've got, and I know, I've been there. Mm-hmm. And you always have the latest and greatest. You're one of the first adopters when it comes to technology and new ideas. And it seems like you do a lot of traveling to get to stay up on all the latest in chiropractic.
Yeah, without a doubt, it's there's so much. There's so many ways to help people naturally, without drugs, without surgery, and so we try and integrate our core premise, which is really the body's ability to heal itself. And so everything that we do is really designed to get the body in a state to really heal itself. So we don't do any of the healing, we don't claim to, but the idea is we're setting the body up for success and getting the cells in really a healthier state. So it's exciting how technology is it's on our phones, right? We have all kinds of diagnostic technologies, but it's really helped us to integrate very low force care, but very highly effective care in order to really revitalize tissue, revitalize cells, and ultimately really, again, get the body in a state to heal itself. So, which it's designed to do, right? We're designed to be healthy. And unfortunately, stress attacks the nerve system, and that is what really causes virtually every health issue that we know of today.
Chiropractic care is so important in athletic performance and recovery. We see college teams, high school teams even, but performance is a key part of your practice. Want to get people performing to the best of their ability, and in order for that to happen, they have to feel right.
Oh yeah, and it's not just feel right, it's also, it's performance. It's how is it, because we can have no pain and still not really, the brain's really not connecting with every cell in the body appropriately. So people don't have to have pain or like something that's keeping them out of the game right away. They can just have subtle misalignments that ultimately affect how the brain is connecting to all the body parts, and that affects performance.
And you mentioned stress. I don't know one person that doesn't have stress.
Right.
Do you know anyone that doesn't have any stress?
Everyone has that.
You know who's got a lot of stress right now? Ja Morant.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, he's one of the best NBA players, and he was caught with a gun and stuff.
Oh, the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably could use a visit or two from you.
There's probably something going on.
There's probably some
disconnection.
Dr. Penn works with a lot of athletes.
A
In
lot.
fact, you've had like a tent at PGA.
Oh, we've so I'm still a part of the PGA Tour medical team. It's just a group of doctors, chiropractors that were trained to really take care of those guys at a high level, and so they have a trailer that travels around with the tour, and so it's been some time since I've been in there, but the idea is that those athletes, especially high level, these guys they're not necessarily maybe complaining about pain a lot, but they want to maximize their human potential. So chiropractic fits right in there by really organizing the body and getting the brain and really connecting to virtually every cell. So these guys are getting treated multiple times a week. They have, and they have to. You think about the repetition that they're going through and one-sided sports. And so they can, interestingly, after a weekend, those guys, they can get out of balance, you know? And so they're constantly trying to stay on the leading edge of their own health care. If you look at the tour players today, compared to if you're watching them walk down the fairway, what their posture looks like compared to even 10, 15, 20 years ago, right? So it's all about maximizing human potential, and posture is the window to the spine, ultimately the window to the nerve system. That's why you see them, you know, really in good posture. Not only just walking down the fairway, but when they're over the ball, right? Those kinds of things.
You don't have to be a pro athlete. I mean, there's plenty of us that are around here that golf 7 times a week, probably as much as a PGA Tour player. Right. But I know you work with a lot of local golfers. You work with high school athletes in all sports. What's a good age to maybe make an appointment to come see you?
So it's a great question. It's like when is it? It's never really too early to start.
Okay.
So we take infants right from day one, and we can check them very gently. And you think about, this is something that's been missed, right? I mean, as a global event, is to have the spine and nerve system checked right from birth.
Right.
But everyone really should be checked. So we check the eyes, the ears, the nose, the throat, the reflexes, the APGAR score. But who's really checking the spine and nerve system on every infant, right? So it's coming.
Yeah.
It's evolving. There's chiropractors that are in midwifery, hospital settings, delivery rooms. So it's really never too early to start. But when we're talking about athletics, as soon as they start, when they start learning to walk, what happens to kids? What are they doing?
Fall.
Yeah, falling thousands of times, right? So if we're checking them early, we can prevent all kinds of things. And you'll hear things like, I'll hear things like, I just have a clumsy daughter. You know, she's just clumsy. Well, why? Why is that? So we typically will check them. We'll find misalignments. We can get them adjusted and get them aligned, get the brain talking to the body. Now they're performing better already. So they're preventing injury rather than, waiting for something, an event to happen, and then we start care.
Right. Don't wait for the pain, right?
Right, exactly. That's really kind of that's the model that we really live in.
Can people actually graduate from a care plan or regimen from Penn Chiropractic?
Yeah, so we have this wellness club, right? So half of our practice are people that are feeling great all the time, and they're coming in, they're thinking well, they're moving well, they're sleeping well, they're eating well, their moods are in a better space because they're feeling well, right? So after a certain course of care, typically if someone comes to us, let's say they're in their 30s, they've never been checked. So imagine the stress that's accumulated in that person's physical, chemical, emotional well-being over the course of 30 years, right? So when they typically start, we have to see them multiple times to really get the rhythm down, right? And then once they get well, which is sometimes weeks, sometimes a few months, but once they get into that wellness model, we have this graduation where people are just staying well and they're just getting checked a couple times a month, and they're feeling great all the time. So
it's a cool culture you guys have built over there.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It really is. We have an amazing group of patients, and they're a part of it. They share their success with friends, family, and those things are like our patients are like our foot soldiers, right? Because they kind of get some things that maybe the rest of the community isn't really fully aware of. So that's really kind of why we're here too, is to really try and help the community understand even what we do.
Great things happening at Penn Chiropractic Center. Again, amazing, over 30 years, and Randy, you just look 30, so. Thanks so much for being with us, and you're going to join us quite a bit over the next several months, and we're looking forward to learning about more areas of chiropractic care in this community. So we look forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the show. It's going to be good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Randy Penn, Dr. Randy Penn from Penn Chiropractic Center. More of the morning show right after this quick break.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is preparing for the worst by putting to work the very best. Change is improving by replacing utility poles and redesigning our substations. Change is commitment. Commitment to upgrading 1,000 miles of our energy grid every year. And change is confidence. The confidence of knowing when it comes to keeping the lights on, we're always on. Consumers Energy, a force for you, a force of change.
At Highfields, we provide an array of strength-based, evidence-based practices and services that help strengthen families and keep them together.
Highfields has an array of services, all designed to meet the child and family at the earliest point of need.
Highfields stabilizes, strengthens, empowers, and educates families to move to a better level of success.
Hi, this is Superintendent Steve Dorr, inviting you to be a part of the East Jackson family. At East Jackson, we're leading the way in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We offer one of the area's best robotics teams, as well as a diverse array of arts and music programs. At the high school level, we're excited to launch the Jackson County Early College. New classroom technology helps our curriculum come alive, and our staff ensures a safe and welcoming environment for your child. Great things are happening at East Jackson Community Schools. To learn more, visit our website, eastjacksonschools.org.
Your new ride is waiting for you at Avenue Auto. We've been giving Jackson great deals on pre-owned vehicles for 27 years. With 80 or more vehicles on the lot, each with a free warranty, we're your family-owned and operated choice in Jackson.
Are you struggling with your mental health? We can help at Michigan Psychological Care, located in Jackson, Michigan. We are here to help strengthen your relationships, your interpersonal connections, and help you find yourself. With options of individual therapy, family and couples, group counseling, psychological evaluations, we are here to help with all your mental health needs. Contact us today to live the life you've always dreamed. Center for Family Health is proud to announce that all 4 of our school health center locations have reopened and are accepting new patients. We recognize the importance of making sure kids have access to medical and mental health care. When their basic needs are met, kids are better prepared to focus on learning and be present in school. Families thrive when everyone has access to quality health care, so patients of all ages are welcome. Parkside, Northeast, Jackson High, and Northwest Health Centers provide primary medical care and mental health services in convenient locations throughout the community. Call us today to make your appointment or for more information. Center for Family Health, opening the door to health care for all.
It's time now for a visit with Experience Jackson, and I had a chance to go out to the Ye Old Carriage Museum. Let's take a look.
Welcome to a visit with Experience Jackson. I'm with Rachel Buchanan from Experience Jackson and Lloyd Ganton from Ye Old Carriage Museum. And we're inside Ye Old Carriage Museum, which in my opinion is one of the most hidden gems in the entire country. Lloyd, tell me a little bit about Ye Old Carriage and kind of how long you've been building this collection.
Well, it seems like we go back 40 years when I got my first Jackson car here. And ever since, I've been collecting Jackson automobiles.
No, it's not just automobiles inside Ye Old Carriage. You have memory lane, you have pedal cars. Every time I'm here, I see something different. I just saw an old collection of mint condition matchbooks.
Yeah.
Is there anything you don't collect?
Well, not really. We have something for everyone, and that's what we're proud of. Anyone that comes on a tour, if they don't find something they like then that's their problem.
There's so much history, so much Jackson history. What is it about the Jackson automobiles that really drew your eye?
Well, my first one was a 1908 Fuller, and then beyond that, I collected 18 more, and I kept looking, and we traveled around the country and found them here and there and everywhere, but I guess I have a weakness for Jackson automobiles.
Well, and we're certainly glad that you do, because Rachel, right here in Jackson, one of the most, I'm lost for words. It's just an awesome, awesome museum.
Yeah. Now, from the outside, as you pull up, you would never know what's inside when you open up the door. I've been here multiple times, and every time the door opens, you start just drooling over what an incredible collection. You're kind of transported into the world. You know, a lot of the cars see us things set up and displays talking about them, or giving some special little insight into where it came from or why it's special or unique. And I think you're just blown away at every next thing you look at.
Yeah, I like seeing some of the old Jackson items like Jacobson's and Gilbert's, of course, Schuler's. It's fun to see old Jackson history preserved so well.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so much of it. You think, you know, Jackson is a smaller Midwest town. You know, we've got some really amazing things to brag on, and a lot of them are right here in these walls.
Yeah, if you don't think Jackson has a lot of history, you've never been to the Ye Olde Carriage Museum. Lloyd, let me ask you a little bit about Jackson's history. Tell me a little bit about what you've noticed, you know, from early collecting of these automobiles kind of into our recent history.
Well, the population of Jackson in 1920 was 80,000 people, and today it's 30,000 plus. And so when I think back what Jackson has done, it amazes me also. Jackson has a rich heritage, a wonderful heritage, and we just hope that we can keep it here and share it with the community.
Which is, of course, good news for you. Now, how would someone go about getting a tour of this museum?
Yeah, well, I know that to get a tour of the Ye Olde Carriage Shop is a very special occasion. We worked with a lot of people, both in town and visitors from around, that have asked about that. And of course, in our position, we try to give out the best information we can. It is by appointment, so it is something you do want to plan ahead, and it's something worth planning ahead for as well.
Now, what would you say to people who are going to go through the museum? What do you think their experience will be going through here? What do you think will surprise them the most?
Well, we get a lot of car clubs from all over the Midwest, and the members of the car clubs can't believe it that Jackson had so much to share with the community. So I guess it surprises most everyone, whether they're school children or just a service club. We love to surprise them.
Now, you know everything about vehicles, everything about cars. How many of these Jackson cars are out there in the world?
Well, there are 5 of the cars that were built in Jackson I think are extinct. I hope to find some more someday, but it's getting slim picking, and that's kind of where it goes. I've given up searching. As I said, we have 19 of the cars here in the museum, and if I find any more, I will be very pleased.
Rachel, we were talking earlier about what our favorite part of the museum is, and for me, it's kind of just looking in the little nooks and crannies to see some of the other little pieces that are displayed. How about you when you walk in here?
Well, being a child of the 80s, I'm automatically drawn to the DeLorean pretty quickly. But the bonus is that's in the back corner. So you have to go through everything else and find all those little gems along the way. I think it's really exciting, too, to go through the Coca-Cola room. It's huge for collectors, and you're kind of just thrown in and immersed into this old diner type of setting. My little boys like to come here. They love to look at all the toy room and kind of see what that looked like, and of course cars in a variety of sizes and shapes. And just looking around, just learning about that is really exciting for me. Over here.
What is your single favorite item in this museum, Lloyd?
Probably that car right straight across from us, the 1908 Fuller. That was my first Jackson car, 35 years ago, and it belongs to be my favorite car.
Awesome. And it's won awards in the past.
Yes, it's been a national winner more than once, but it's been retired.
Well, this is just awesome. I want to thank you for letting us inside the museum to get a peek around. And if you'd like more information, of course, you can visit the website or experience Jackson's website. And again, Ye Old Carriage Museum, just a gem in Jackson, a gem in Michigan, and really a gem in the entire country.
The secret is out. Jackson is a great place to live, work, and raise a family. We are people with community pride, school spirit, and deep roots. The secret is out. Jackson has great parks, home to some of the best golf in the country, and boasts more lakes than you can count. With unique, locally owned shops and restaurants, we have a little something for everyone. Hey Jackson, the secret is out. The Heather Herndon team with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, serving the Jackson community since 2005.
The Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill has something for everyone. They offer a large menu with a variety of meals to choose from, including many Middle Eastern options, along with the everyday favorites. Enjoy live music and dancing, pool table, huge bar and large banquet hall, perfect for your next gathering, wedding reception, graduation party, and more. And don't miss Sunday brunch, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Experience a great night out at the Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill, located at 3705 Ann Arbor Road in Jackson.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes.
Within the folds of your life, you find the passion and drive to keep pushing forward. Growth comes from continually moving ahead in every stage of life. Count on County National Bank to help with seamless financial solutions. We can act quickly and accommodate your needs, whatever life brings your way. Our local bankers understand our community and your goals.
Let's work together.
Learn more about our personalized banking services at cnbb.bank. Member FDIC.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
Welcome back. Our show today is brought to you by Vermeulen's, Onto Wheels, Hometown Heating and Cooling, and Avenue Auto. And Onto Wheels will be having an anniversary party on April 1st, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Free stuff. Check it out.
Did you know there was a museum of failure?
No.
Yes, and I have an item I'd like to nominate for the Museum of Failure. Okay. It's phone relief. It's a technology gadget from the 90s, and here's a commercial for it.
Is talking on the phone getting out of hand? Look out! You need phone relief, the ultimate in hands-free phone design. Watch. Simply attach the special double back fastener to any phone. Then attach the phone relief headset. It's that easy. Hands-free, pain-free. You'll wonder how you ever lived without it. It's perfect for remotes. Now talk hands-free anywhere, anytime. Office work is a pain for Mr. Phone in the Neck, but you won't miss a beat with hands-free freedom. A must for the entire office. Work goes quicker and easier. The padded headset removes this easily and is fully adjustable. Best of all, phone relief works with your favorite phone phone, an amazing breakthrough product you'll use every day. Now only $12.95. Call toll-free to order by credit card and make this your last phone of the neck call.
Call now 1-800-862-1000. Our operators are giving tremendous discounts on additional units. That's 1-800-862-1000. Or send check or money order to the address on your screen. Sorry, no CODs. Credit card users call now 1-800-862-1000.
I think I'm going to order those for everyone here.
I think it's a great idea. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Thanks for joining us. Hope you had a wonderful morning. Thank you for joining your morning with us. Tomorrow we have a wonderful show. Dr. Jacob Sinkoff, emergency services physician from Henry Ford and IEP, Jasper Lusby and Marty Kuhn, principals Sharp Park Academy and Dibble, and we'll also have Ted Christoff and Brenda Rillett from Christoff and Sons floor covering. That's all tomorrow morning.
Later today, Jackson City Manager Jonathan Green will be with us. Beth Schaefer from the United Way of South Central Michigan. Debbie Crownover and AJ Crownover celebrating 30 years in business and so much more. That's later today. We'll see you then.
A family atmosphere with friendly people is what you're going to get when you visit Boer's Fresh Market and Diner, located on Brooklyn Road in Napoleon. Owners Craig and Sandy Boer bring this fabulous local mom-and-pop diner with homemade food made from scratch to the Jackson and Napoleon area. Their fresh ingredients are what make their food taste so good. With a down-home vibe and a friendly staff, I can see why this place is so popular. Dine in or take out. Boer's Fresh Market and Deli can